is it? When will it be available? When will be?
How much is it? How much does it cost in that country?
We're still trying to figure out. We're trying to maybe get pre-orders before Christmas.
Okay.
And sort of a kit costing between £50 and £75. So
okay.
This is our first product, and we don't want to overpromise, but we're hoping to get it much lower than that. So
cool.
that's our.
And how will it be sold? Will it be sold like digitally? Will you be able to download it from the internet, or is it going to go out to retail? Is it going to go to Toys R Us?
Yeah, a mix between Toys R Us and we're interested in taking a PCB where PCBs haven't been before. But I'm thinking of is anywhere that sort of where you get sort of educational kits, toy stores, Toys R Us families,
And also, it is quite like geeky looking or like DIY, but actually you don't need any knowledge. Actually, you just connect it and you can use it.
Yeah.
And you don't need even soldering or programming. So there's a purpose for this product. So.
Or you could use it as a cyberpunk accessory.
Yeah.
It's
got a string hanging around your neck.
That looks really high tech.
Yeah.
You can try and give us a go if you want to.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. If we can bring the volume down.
So you're like a one-man band?
Yeah. I hope it works.
Okay, we're plugged in.
Okay. Wow.
There we go.
You're going to pass out before you
So like basically this is modifying like like I call it oboe or something.
Yeah, it's quite oboe like.
Yeah.
Think further away.
Yeah, brilliant. It's kind of tying into this growing, like in the 70s there were lots of like hobbyist electronic kits, weren't there? Like Bill Gates famously, was a big fan of these when he started out with Microsoft. And now they're kind of back, aren't they? We've got like Raspberry Pi, and I believe ARM have got their own kind of hobbyist microchips that you can buy online and you create your own stuff with. So do you think it's going to become more and more popular in the future? People kind of learn more about technology and become more interested in it?
Yeah, definitely. Thinking you can see the beta tests for years. I get Makey Arduino in Macklin, which is just around the corner from here. So this sort of is becoming way more mainstream. And I think we're both really inspired by those early sort of electronics kits like Yuri, but like as well. If you go on YouTube and find these new ones from the 80s, and but also that was a time when synthesis was quite new. So it was like I think we sort of become. It's a good sort of reference for what we're doing with the toaster. That we're using music, sounds, and synthesizers to learn about electronics and physical computing and sort of interaction and digital interaction.
Yeah. And there's a big movement at the moment in education to try and get children more interested in technology and computing because it's so important to us in our lives now. We can't just be kind of consumers of technology. It's more important for us to understand about it. So it'd be great to see this sort of going into.
Well, it's quite amazing. We were at Anne's Festival in Liverpool 2 weeks ago, and we had like a little public sort of display of our prototype, and we had kids coming up and actually were starting to say, "Oh, we're doing something similar to this in school," and I was like, "Wow, I wish I could have done that when I was at school." So yeah, we can see it growing in education as well.
Good, great. Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank you for bringing it in.
Yes, thank you very much to Mark McKeague and Yuri Suzuki from Dentaku. And how can people find out more about you? Have you got a website?
Check out our website, dentakulondon.com. It's got the mailing list where you can find out more about our Toto and also got our other work as well.
And can you remind me when it might become available to purchase?
Hopefully pre-orders before Christmas. Next few months we're going to work really hard.
Are you sticking around for GameCity?
No, we
unfortunately we have to go back.
We can't ask you. Have you seen anything while you've been here, or have you been too busy?
We're going to have lunch, no?
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
So today we're going to have like a little showcase of what we've done at the workshop, and hopefully afterwards, before training, we can get to we want to go see the arcades.
There's a bunch of BBC micros there that are amazing. We were playing Chucky Egg and Granny's Garden.
Yeah. So has anyone been to that open arcade yet?
Yeah.
If you haven't, or if you didn't see this bit, there's a row of BBC microcomputers at the back, and Chucky Egg's great. Anyway, everybody should play Chucky Egg.
Chucky Egg.
So many dynamics of modern games come from from that.
Yeah.
What's the other game?
We played Granny's Garden, and Granny's Garden is like, it's meant to be an educational game, but really it's just like terrifying.
It's like the first survival horror game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically it's worse than Resident Evil. It's just, you get any question wrong, you go into I went into the kitchen and looked in a cauldron, and there's just this horrible noise comes from the BBC micro, and there's this witch face that's like cackling away, yeah, and it's absolutely terrifying. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to just hide under the duvet. I'd be like, no, the granny has come! But yeah.
So yeah, look out for that. So anyway, thank you very much, Mark McKeague and Yuri Suzuki from Dentaku. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we're almost ready to wrap up. I think, are we going to say what else is on today?
Yeah, let's talk about that for a little while.
So,
so it's really exciting because Ed Stern is here.
Oh yeah.
He is doing some workshops on how to write for games. He's already done 2, I think he's actually doing one as we speak just now, but he's also holding one at 3 o'clock today as well, so if you want to catch that. I'm not actually sure, but I think it might be in the Open Arcade. I have a kind of hunch that it might be there.
And Ed Stern's from Splash Damage.
Splash Damage, yes. He is actually the loveliest man ever. So yeah.
Oh, thanks so much.
Shush, your gaming's in home.
Oh yeah,
you're already very lovely. Yes, and we've got GameCity Unplugged, the sort of the board games that are going on from 5 till 7, which they sound pretty amazing just because they're analog. They're not digital type things.
And then, yes. And then later on, Lee Alexander and Taylor Tales are what's
the Royal Concert Hall from. Oh no, sorry, the Royal Concert Hall is the board game boot camp.
Yeah.
But yes, there are. They're from 8 till 11:30 at Sway, which is 34 Heathcote Street. So
oh yeah, that'd be really interesting. Taylor Tales are really interesting, and it's all about sex and relationships in video games, which doesn't happen very much. And when it does, it's sort of quite awkward in mainstream games. But actually, Taylor Tales has got quite an interesting take on sexuality in games. So.
And sorry, Ed Stern is at the Creative Quarter. So if you want to go and catch him and learn how to work video games.
Yeah, okay. And we will be back tomorrow at 1 PM. And I'm not entirely sure who we've got on tomorrow, but
it'll be a surprise.
Yeah, and if we can't think of anyone, it'll be Mike Little.
Yeah, you know, Mike's anyone.
Yeah. He's actually here in the audience. He's been putting me off because he's been tweeting things about me being a prima donna. And so that was
also, we have to say hello to one of my flats because they've been tweeting us about they say they were snubbed at the GMAs.
Yeah, there was a video game awards ceremony last week, which One Life Left, a fantastic radio show dedicated to video games, didn't win in their category.
Yeah, they were a massive shame.
Well, I saw them. I was on their show the Monday afterwards, and they were mortified. They were like the shells of the human beings they once were. So yeah, so hello, Steve, Simon, and Anne, who are watching.
Also, I'd just like to declare that we are in fact part of the feminist gone home feminazi cabal, which apparently has happened on 4chan today, has accused most video game reviewers we know of being in a cabal.
I've never been in the cabal before, so I'm quite excited about it. So thanks very much, 4chan. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you so much to our audience. Thanks so much for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please come back tomorrow from 1 PM because if nothing else, I'll wrestle Mike Little onto that sofa. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Thank you.